Guys, I'm gonna hold a look. So anyway, so another question that I've had since I don't know when, since the whole thing about the Michigan, the whole thing. There was this place called Bethany Christian something adoption in Michigan. As soon as I saw it, before I even read this thing of like that, it's like some sort of adoption agency. Before I had done the closed eye reading about the girls, I was like, Betsy DeVos, boom. So I want to know. My simple question is, I feel like I know that bitch is involved in this. So, what is the involvement of Betsy DeVos in this children separation thing, and what's going to happen to her as a result? I mean, I've done the reading just now, guys, about the reparation payments. Civil lawsuits against these people. It showed yes, but I want to know about her, this bitch. Gonna get you, bitch. Law of karma. God is looking. Taking notes, a lot of notes. Okay? Seriously, this people, guys, I used to joke about it, but it's true. The straight to hell bus is waiting for them. Seriously. Okay, so tell me about Betsy DeVos. Is she involved in this in some way, and what way? Okay. I'm gonna have to use cards, a lot of cards, guys, because I know the reading I did about the girls gave a lot of information, but this is a little bit, I just want to know. Okay, I prefer, not to prefer, I feel like cards can be helpful. So I'm going to lower the screen and I'm going to get started because I don't have as much time. The building's closing. So tell me about Betsy DeVos' involvement in this. Oh, card fell. Let's see what it says. Oh, look, wrong focus. Okay. So tell me, what is Betsy DeVos' involvement, if she's involved in the issue of separating children, the adoptions of the right-wing Christian families? What's the deal here? And what's going to happen to her? Are we going to see justice? Okay. Interesting, the same card that came out about the, yeah, let's see here. Okay, guys, just now, just like this, I can see there are some financial issues here related. This could be her. Okay, we don't know exactly. Quid pro quo. Okay, there's some shady money involved. Secrets. And secrets being exposed. Dark stuff that comes out. Okay, something. This could also, it's all related to church. Something also is quiet or something hidden. And this is deposits or payment. Now, the good news here is, guys, is that this is Mueller. Okay, so Mueller, she's investigated, and these payments are investigated, and there's secrets here, okay? But ultimately, this is either that this could mean the group of people that she's part of, but I think this is the families, okay? So there's payments, guys. Unfortunately, there is money here, a lot of money cards involved, and I think, again, something related to money and payments that she receives as a result of this, I think. Well, let's see. So what happens? What's Betsy DeVos' role in this? Okay, and what has she done? Okay, what is her involvement in this immigrant children separation? Tell me about what has she done, and what's going to be the legal consequences for her. Interesting, guys. It's weird. This I'm gonna take it. I feel like I have to take it like this. Okay. It flipped, but I just feel like I have to do this. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Well, yeah. So, okay. Now here the house could mean the White House, but I think it could also mean the houses if it's also a card of family. So I feel like, guys, this could definitely be the either the thing. I mean, it could be the adoption. I think, you know what, I have to go with my gut, and I feel like this has to do more with the families, and meaning I think could be the adoption house or the adoption places, and those like those the woman. Crossroads could mean a way to travel through an ending. So in a way, they could ending this is children, and the dog I think could be their parents, or because it's a good person. So it's I feel like the separation, the ending of a child uh, through their dog in the sense of like separation, right? And here's money is recognized, a lot of money or a lot of them. Choice has been to the loyalist. It, you know, could mean it's not super. Let's see here. I feel like this right now this is becoming news. Okay, news about these families, or news about the White House's involvement with the children. And this is like this also is the election, but I think like put this is crossroads. I think the context of the question has to do with the children being driven away, right? This is travel. So the children are shipped essentially, and this becomes recognized, and the connection to money becomes recognized. And this too, also, guys, you know what? This could be the not the parent, but also the loyalists of Betsy DeVos. Okay, weird, guys. Look, it fell. It's so weird. I'm gonna have to take it as is. Okay, again, the house. I think this could be the White House, Mueller, court, the gift, and the mother. So, yeah, I think the court awards the families, you know what I mean, compensation for this. This says Mueller. The deal. Mueller uncovers the deal. Look, military. Like I said, guys, the children. Look. One more. Oh, this could also be her, guys. This could be DeVos. Okay. Yeah, I feel like here, the house twice. So it means the White House, and I think it means the house in terms of family of the children and also those adoption places. So I think Mueller is right here. So he sees the deal, and he's there right there with the FBI, okay? And the FBI connects the payments that these people receive from these, you know, shadow things. I think this could be, you know, the people in power, okay? And this is the children and the mothers, or the children and her, and then the connection to others who are also making money off this. And there's big hope and big water. Okay, and then yeah, it could also mean, guys, that this is a way, this was their big hope for a big payoff. You know, this is related to, I think there's a lot of kickbacks here, guys. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, so there's money. It's like, unfortunately, you know, there's money of people, essentially people in the government are getting paid for this, are getting big kickbacks. Okay, A. B, the places that are related to adoption or these companies are also investigated, okay? And the money, the paybacks are traced. And the paybacks are traced not just to Trump. Look, look at this. Exactly, guys, it's crazy. The payments, right? This is regular payments to the loyalists, to the high honors, people in power, all these people in power, and to Trump. So this is how it's traced. So you see what it is really very shady, okay? So, okay, so let's see. So interesting, guys. This is what I feel like the word is coming to my cartel. It's not just, I thought it was going to be her, no, but there's a group of people who are involved in making this happen. Okay, and again, the way they trace this is the financial. They look at the books, they look at how the money goes in, the flow, inflow and outflow of money. And I feel, guys, I see this image as I'm talking as Trump making a deal. Because, you know, guys, how these people, the Betsy DeVos, they had picked her a long time ago. So he's like, you just do whatever you want to whatever area of the government you want. I just want my money. Okay, he's giving away the government to these people because she also has a lot of money. So maybe she paid for the job. I don't know. I just feel like Trump doesn't really care. Okay, he doesn't care about the government. He doesn't care about anybody. But oh look, unexpected. So who's gonna be a knock on the door, bitch? Who is it? It's gonna be Mueller. Oh look, the fake Lord. Yeah. This is the appearance, right? The oh look again. House is coming ridiculously. So it's interesting, guys. This would confirm to me that there's an appearance. This is the house, or like they're, it's both the White House and the families and these institutions that are. Oh look, guys, the jail. Oh my gosh, she goes to jail, that bitch. I hope so. Disgrazia. Look, disgrazia to the fake Lord. Okay, yeah, we know Trump. Oh look, and the people who are held, the shady helpers who are helping him. Okay. And dottore. So they thought, okay, the people who offered the solution, if you think about it, right? So the people like, I know, I want to help these little children find parents. Oh, look, I'm the doctor. I have a solution. Oh, yeah, doctor, here's something that happens to you. Put a on it. Look, he goes to prison. The solution provider goes to prison. Really? Why? I don't know. Oh, look. The shady people, see the conversation upside down. So yeah, so this is I get it, guys. I get it. Look, I got it. It's like right now I should know better because it's like sometimes you kind of want to vomit, when you see things. But you know what? I should know. I should know. I should not be shocked. But this is what it is. So something unexpected, right? So I think something happens quickly to Trump. They're not expecting, okay, and it affects the shady people who work for him in the White House and it's sort of in his cabinet, okay. Now, the same shady people are related to these organizations of adoptions, and there's shady conversations, meaning they have these agreements. They've had these agreements for a long time, and something unexpected happens. So he could go to jail, but also the people who are quote unquote provided the solutions. Now, what burns here, the disgrazia, is to the surface, to the ego, and to the fakeness of the people who have the ego and provide the solution. So they could very well be her, okay? So let me just kind of now, I have to do it quickly. So, okay, position 1, look, something hidden in the woman in the shadows, okay? So I am usually, like, for example, high priestess, right? So it's sort of like a female sort of mystic. But in this case, it's secret stuff going on behind the scenes about this woman. The deals are exposed and everything disgrazia. So shit comes burning down to people who touch this. It's almost like I'm getting, guys, also like the spirits are telling me, like, don't worry, there's serious revenge. It's like hell on earth for these people. Quid pro quo deals. There was deals, guys, money to ship the kids. There was money. It's almost like that there were deals in place to ship the kids, meaning like we want you to get the kids here, and the people got paid after the kids got there, meaning there was like a commodity shipping, okay? But Mueller is here, and he unmasks these people, okay? And then, again, secrets are uncovered. And much like what we've seen, it's like, oh, we found out about something, but it's dark. When the sun is upside down, I always see it as like, yeah, you're going to find out something. It's not going to be what you want to hear, but it's the truth. An ending, okay? Because the military, meaning the FBI, is on their tail. And here is the shady people. Now, the other connection here, the military, could mean the ICE, because they are, in a way, a military, but I have a sense, just because it's right below Mueller, that it is the FBI. So the FBI is after. He knows the connection here that these people have to ending the family, okay, to separating the families, and the shady helpers. So that's that. We find out about it. And then position 4, we have money again, women related to money, news. There's court. Court comes to them. And the people who look like, so I'm here to help. And then the center, we have the families, locate family issues celebrating. The house could be the White House or these agencies. And there's another house here, family, unexpected. So I think it comes out unexpected. The consequences are unexpected. And we find out about these places, that these corporations, in a way, that are connected. Behind the scenes or religious stuff related to the children. There's payments about the shipping of the children, and the White House is involved in somehow. I do think this has to do with the White House. And here, guys, just quickly, now that I see it, it makes a lot of sense. So here you have the vanity, the ego, the appearance, something unexpected, okay, is revealed. Essentially what I think is like something unexpected is revealed about the appearances of the White House. So all these people who, you know, call themselves Christians, here is what they involved in, the darkest of the dark. A woman here, the future, right? A lot of money or a lot of kids related to children, and the work of the people who claim to be solution providers. So then we have Mueller. Then we have the recognition of something related to the women, or it could be Betsy DeVos, and how they want to have this big dream, this big goal, but ultimately there's prison, right? Both that they ran actual prisons, but that this is enough to put them in prison. The recognition of all these schemes puts them, and hopefully, I think, her in prison. I want to know. I've seen her in an arraignment before. This is the loyalists, the regular payments, the people in power, I think even senators, guys, payments to Trump and their shady deal. So I'm going to close my eyes quickly. So tell me about Betsy DeVos. What is the deal here? What is her connection? She's like, guys, she's like, I see her, I'm going to, well, Jesus is going to come to us because we are wealthy and we are gifted with this world, and everything we want becomes true. We don't want too many Catholic children. We don't want too many poor brown children. We're going to take the ones that we think we can save. And then whatever, you know, it is what it is. Whatever happens to the other ones is not our fault. So she has this deal. And guys, you know, she's like Eric Prince. Like I said, you know, Eric Prince is so influential. You guys have no idea. He's like an architect. He's like the operations manager kind of thing, okay, of this whole thing. So yeah, so I feel like she's like, we have facilities to process the children and to put them in great homes. So guys, both two things. So I think they pay, because I feel like they have a scheme of like, you put the kids here, you pay us. Then once we receive the payments, we pay you a percentage per child. Oh my God, per child. And it's like the kickback train, okay. And this is there's more stuff about her, guys. I'm just asking about this. I think she's also involved in something related to the Russia, but it's like it's this very shady right wing, ultra right thing, where they want to, you know, they see it's like guys is seriously getting to her mind. It's like watching like a sci-fi movie, like, oh, we are going to rebrand the kids, like take their brains away and put it's like they really like are so crazy. They have the money to be, they can afford to buy. It's like, imagine, it's like this is what's happening to Trump and these people. It's like, imagine if you gave power to a crazy person, like literally a person who lives in like Bellevue Hospital, you know, the psychiatric, like this person has all the power. That's them. They're crazy. Then they have money. That's dangerous. Okay. So I feel like they want to shape the world to their image. Okay, literally, guys, this is showing false prophet, false prophet, false. So that's it. And so they, for some reason, this is what's so crazy, guys, and it goes against the thing I was talking about the other day about how these people seem to hate Catholic. Like their sense of religion is like, it's like a corporate. It's like they want to. It's almost like, for example, you know, some people who are like who are greedy, right? And they're fooling people. They know that they're doing that, so they try to like, you know, do it on the down low. For them, they actually think that they are the better race or the better whatever. And they don't want to help. It's almost like they see other humans as evil. And they want to create harm for other humans. And like, because it's like usually, right, it's like a lot of the spiritual ideology has to do with helping more people. No, they don't. They want to harm people. We're not down with them, because I have a sense that their ideas are about them. Okay, it's not about like, it's like a cult. That's what it is, a cult. Because you know how like these cults is like always a cult of personality. Like it's always like, this person is so much better than you, so much special. You have to worship this person, or you're gonna get ostracized or something. So it's kind of similar. Okay, it's like there's no real meat, there's no real spirit. It's all about, it's like sort of like, I don't know anything about Scientology, but it's kind of like that. Sort of like kind of brainwashing. It's very like slick and corporate, but it's like very dark. So that's what I think, guys. And I think okay, show me the date. Show me her going, her indictment. Show me her going. Is she going to prison? What is it? Guys, I see her. She doesn't have any makeup on. The judge is reading the sentencing. He's saying for the 30,200 whatever children you have kidnapped or whatever. Like there's something where I think they have counted the kids, and they falsified these forms to the government. That's fraud, kidnapping of these children, fraudulent, corruption, bribery. Like there's just like all these charges, guys, because not only did they conspire to kidnap thousands of children so they could make money from each one of them. They also want, they did this as crimes against humanity, and then they also saying they falsified these forms. They took money from the federal government. They falsified these forms, and then she's also a person who was working in the government, but she has no. I feel like she looks very different, than from now. She's like, I'm gonna say this. She looks like a meth addict a little bit. I don't think she's doing drugs. She's just crazy, without the makeup. Like, she's just like, I don't know how to explain it. So there's something like she's kind of like laid bare. That's the image I have. Like, and then I'm thinking like she's not. She's just very subdued. Like she can't. I think she's in shock. I don't think she knew because, like I said, they're crazy. They have so much money and so much privilege. But I think they're just like, it's like, and I don't know if it's true, guys, 50 to life. I don't know what to explain. It's hard to imagine, considering where we are now, but I feel like, a year and a half, like seems very soon, but I think that's what it's showing, that she's going to go to jail hardcore for all of this. Yeah, I think so, guys. And a lot of the people who work in these organizations with her, the people who were directly involved in the shipping of the children, transporting, and like, it's like, guys, I'm sorry to say this, but this is what it's showing me. It's like, imagine if you, for example, if you work in in the shipping industry, right? But except that this is the shipping of children, okay? It's not a shipping of, I don't know, iron or something, like a metal or something like, it's not commerce, it's people. So it's like, and it's showing me, the image of slavery, what happened during the slavery era. Like people were taken and they were separated from their families, the same thing. But now at least we can document what is happening. But that, guys, I'm telling you, this is what they wanted to do. This is it. They wanted to control, to find people they could control, and I said, anyway, so what I mean is that the chain is the quote unquote supply chain. Okay, people are involved in the supply chain of this, meaning it's like, it was so, in a way, it's quite organized. Anybody who's, it's like I said, it's like, imagine if someone who's like, imagine a drug dealer, right? Anybody who touched the drug, the person, it's like the whole org chart of this. It's like mafia. They're going to say it's the RICO too. The guys, you don't understand. It's going to be like the ridiculous amount of crimes. Like we don't even know. We don't know. I feel like it's going to be honestly the darkest moment of this country. It's going to be something very different after the Trump administration, because never in the history of humanity have we seen these, because these things have happened like this before, but we had known about them, and those things had to be documented as well. So for the first time, we're going to see what's behind the scenes, and it's dark and it's sad. But I think these people are going to go, it's going to be like the era when like the dark religious cult dominated the government. So that's it's showing, guys, when religion tried to enter the government. It's not really, it's like these people who are not actually religious. And, I remember one time it was a documentary or something about the ISIS, and they were saying how, they like raped women, all the horrible things they've done, but that the people who joined it, they were never religious. They were not the people who were actual Muslims who would pray and go to mosque. No, those are people who were sort of like, the delinquents card, kind of like that, like kind of like petty crimes, and those kind of things. They're like, oh yeah, now, if I join this thing, I can like get away with like being criminal. Similar. I mean, similar in the sense that these people, the difference is these people have a lot of money, but it's sort of like that. Like they become religious because they're crazy, and they find that's the easier way to manipulate people. So So that's crazy, guys. You know what I'm seeing is like seems so bizarre. But then hello, when I think this and I'm like, well, I saw these detention centers and the things sound so strange, but it was true. So whatever, you know, I can't doubt these things anymore. Whatever I see, I have to talk about it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna stop now, guys. Okay, bye. Good night.